Hello everybody, Kizilla here. Welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Wars V. In the last episode, finished the final scenario before the last route split. We got Chitose back. We learned more about Gardeem and Iscandar. And Vong next got its final move. Now, of course, we still have 3 scenarios to go through. However, I will not be showing both sides of the route split because this is the finale of the game. And it wouldn't really make much sense to actually, do that. Before we continue onwards, congratulations on becoming ace pilots, bombers. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Thanks, Nine. I'm amazed you went to the trouble of making such a cool stage to celebrate today. Yeah, although it just might be a tad small for us. He's right. There's not really enough space for all of us bombers to stand around comfortably. I apologize for the cramped quarters. I only scaled everything in terms of human sizes. Ah, that's okay. We can manage, right, guys? Yeah, it's a thought that counts. If anything, I feel like us super AI have a thing or two to learn from your generosity. We can't hope to compete with you on cuteness, though. And I always feel that I'm learning how to be braver and more when I watch you all. You've all earned your commendations and then some. Keep up the good work, everyone. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Ryoko. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. This is no big deal. I could have done it in my sleep. What? Did I say something wrong? You can tell me 9 level with me. The problem isn't so much what you said, but rather how you said it, how you project yourself. You're such a pretty woman, but your mannerisms clash greatly with that image. It's a real shame. You really think I look pretty? I do. I won't tell you to change how you speak entirely, but less brashness would go a long way. Practice what you should say here and look, I can't do anything about that, it's just how I talk. No, it's not. I know you have it in you to do better. 9, I'm serious, this is just my personality. People can change, even I have it, and I'm an android. What's the point? You're not going to listen to me, I'm out of here. Ryoko, wait! That's unfortunate. You just spoke a little more like a woman. I'm sure men would be lining up to be with her. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Ray. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Congratulations? Becoming an ace is a very prestigious accomplishment for most pilots, so I'm just celebrating your work. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I really get what you mean when you say accomplishment or celebrating. It's no big deal. Those are things that can be learned. You're right. You learn new things all the time, and you're an android. If you can do it, then so can I. I still have much to learn myself, so I can't claim to teach you anything, but I wish you good luck regardless. That's understandable. It's something I will do for my own sake, not simply because it's a mission. Glad to hear it, Ray. I believe in you. Thank you. I think that's what you say, right? I don't get what it means, but it sounds nice at least. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Captain Otto. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Yes, but this is as much my accomplishment as it is that of the entire crew on the Nahel Argama. I couldn't have remotely achieved this on my own. That's very commendable of you to say that. No, not really. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just a regular guy who got lucky climbing the military ladder. I don't think you're just a regular guy myself, Captain. Well, if there's anything special about me, it's only because of the war. Didn't have anything going on, I'd just be another nondescript family man, most likely. The times, as they say, have asked a lot of you indeed. It's not for me. I really do want there to be peace already. Once the war's over, I plan on just kicking back and indulging in a lot of good cups of black tea. I hope for your sake that day comes soon. Good luck in your duties until then, Captain. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Fa. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Oh, thank you, Nine. It's honestly really surreal to become an ace pilot like this, after all the trouble I used to cause when I was part of the AEUG. It's all thanks to Camille. I couldn't do it without him. So you'd say the power of love is what got you here? Excuse me? You need me to repeat the question. I asked if it was the power of love that led you to be an ace pilot. Well... Please answer the question, I don't have much time. How should I know? Why would you ask such a thing? She's a surprisingly fast runner. I wouldn't be surprised if such speediness is what's helped her survive this long as well. Okay, we've already seen Yazans. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Melda. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Yes, I suppose so. Thank you. Is something wrong? You look a little off. I just find the set you've made interesting. Is this how Terrans normally celebrate these things? Is there something you don't like about it? Oh no, I actually like it a lot. It's all very simple looking, but there's still a certain pizzazz to it I like. Thanks for making all this, Nine. I haven't really been so floored since I joined the military. Well, I'm happy if you're happy, as I believe people say on Earth. It pleases me to see you be able to enjoy yourself so much on my account. It doesn't matter where you come from. People everywhere can find ways to understand one another. That's what Melda's taught me ever since we first met. Hey Nine, I wanted to tell you something. What is it, Chitose? I'm sorry. I've caused you so much trouble and I feel terrible about it all. Oh, it's okay, I forgive you. We're just glad to have you back. I'm sure that Cap feels the same way. You're too nice, Nine, you really are. I know it won't make up for what I've done, but I plan to fight too with the Fongray too. That mecha is extremely important to both Cap and myself. Please make sure to take good care of it. I definitely will. I have to if I want to get anything done with it. Indeed. Regardless, welcome back, Chitose. I still feel a certain unease within me. I feel better about Iscandar than I did previously, but there's something I still don't understand. I was created in the new correct century dimension, yet for some reason I have distinct memories of the mice and I fighting Ragna males. But why would that be? That's a good question, actually. Alright. Now, of course, it won't say route split because it's not a guarantee you'll actually get a route split. How is it, Doctor? Nothing left for me to say. I see. Commander, Captain Bright, I planned to leave Earth Fleet Tenku in your hands when the time came. However, it seems I put my greed before Iscandar. What do you mean? I want to see the Earth again. What's driven me all this time? Back to Earth we go, Commander. With Deathler out of the picture, the Gamillans have lost their will to fight. Too true. All we've left to do is retrieve the Cosmo Reverse System at Iscandar and head home. A bit of rest certainly wouldn't be the worst thing for your body. There's something else bothering you? Our fight isn't quite over yet. What? Why? Don't expect Embryo nor Leonard Testarossa to take our return to Earth quietly. I understand. Every single one of our crew will be at the ready and prepared for battle. I imagined we'd all love a bit of a breather after such a long and harrowing journey. But not a one of us can dare to forget the mission we've been entrusted with. Wait, Commander, where are you going? We're almost at Iscandar. My duty to meet them at the bridge. You're really something. My apologies, Doctor, but I don't need to hear a word more. We're behind you all the way, Commander. We and Earth Fleet Tenku. And remember, Earth is waiting for us. May my last task be the sweetest one of all. So that's what happens when ELS join a Gamillan fortress city. Ooh, it's beautiful. But why flowers? Wait, Miss Grace. Aren't those the ones he gave to Setsuna? I'd wager they are. By coming to an understanding with Setsuna, the ELS came to understand humanity. Those flowers held something of his goodwill. His rapport with people. A vision of peace, of the future. I'd have to agree. There's something moving about a Gamillan despot becoming one with those flowers. Attention! Commander OKITA has something he would like to say. My dear Earth Fleet Tenku, this is Commander OKITA of the Yamato speaking. We have finally arrived at Iscandar. Take a good look. Look, Iscandar lies before you. And I, as Commander of Earth Fleet Tenku, have something I would like to say. Thank you. That is all. So, fun fact, that dialogue choice that you can make, so you need to have at least 25 ace pilots and at least one great ace by the end of scenario 49, and by the end of scenario 47, you need to have the Yamato use the wave motion gun. All ships are to follow Iscandar's guidance. Earth Fleet Tenku will be going to the planet's surface. So, this is Iscandar, eh? We're here. We're finally here. It's amazing! Like something out of a picture book! I don't know. Something feels off. So, Yurisha, what exactly are we doing here? We are to meet with my elder sister Starsha. Tell her of our journey. First, we've got to see you off, don't we? I'll be acting as delegation leader in Commander Okita's stead. Lead the way, Yurisha. You and Sonata will accompany me, and who else? Yumu and Nimi did say they'd come. And so did you, Yuki. But there you have it. Mori's on board. I wish I could take everyone, but I have to choose. You. And you. Who? Do you mean me? I do. That right. Supreme Leader Dessler is no longer with us. Indeed. Work of a lifeform known to the Terrans as an ELS. They saved us all. We've no reason to doubt them. Such may be the case for you. I still harbor my own. Yes, my queen. A-Belt. Thought to grant my wish by bringing peace to the planets with an iron fist. You made a weapon of wave motion energy. Honestly. Your Highness, if I may add, our salvation lay in a cannon that fired wave motion energy. I shall take it from here. By your leave, Your Highness. If I were to save these Earthlings, they'd follow the same road that A-Belt did. That we did. My sister? Welcome home, Yurisha. And you, Sasha. Oh, I'm not... This is Yukimori, a native of Earth. I mean to say... I guess you two bear a resemblance. Sasha... She lost her life on Mars, bringing us the wave motion core. And you are? Lieutenant Susumu Kodai of the Yamato, ma'am. I saw to her. She is Sasha's burial on Mars. The Earth is in her debt. I see. But you all took wave motion energy and you made it into a weapon. You don't understand, we... Stand down, Susumu. You make no excuses. What you heard is the truth. So be it. You, Yurisha, you must tell me what you've seen. Before I do, sister, I ask you to look upon them. Bonded with a being of living metal. Here I thought I'd run out of things to be surprised by. I am only a medium. What the ELS touched was the will of Earth Fleet Tenku themselves. Indeed. People bear immense strength, sister. I have seen supernatural Mazin and man-made gods that transcend time and space, controlled by the power of these humans. And you, the mechanical doll of Gardim. She's no doll, lady. Silence, Murakumo. You. Yes, Your Highness? They treasure you, do they not? They do, Your Highness. I would still like the honor of speaking with you. Would you be so kind? Yes, Your Highness. Sure, Nine? The fighting between Gardim and Iscandar is over. Well, you just shout if she tries to pull anything. I'll be there in a flash. You're just being overprotective, Cap. You just invited yourself along, but Perhaps if you acted so concerned all of the time... You need not worry, Kizilla. Nine shall be under my protection. Counting on it. Well then, Nine, Eurisha, with me. I will speak with the Earthlings afterward. Okay, sister. Pull it, will you? How can you say that? You're really worried about her, aren't you? Not like I don't understand, but Eurisha's with her and all. Understand, Eurisha's space kicks enough by that sister of hers. I don't know what kind of vibe she was giving off. Sure, she's oddie and a half, but who knows what's going on in that noggin? Insolent little... You dare speak of Iscandar royalty in that way? Setsuna, how did Starsha feel to you? You are an innovator. Can you get a read on what she was thinking? Sure wish I could. The thing is... What is it? I felt despair. At least that's something. Other planet. Beautiful but lifeless. There might be a connection there. So what do? We didn't come all the way here to walk away without the Cosmo Reverse System. She didn't seem too pleased about the wave motion gun. Not as if we had any choice but to use it. Bia's right. The commander didn't want to use it as a weapon. We had to make it out. Maybe Iscandar will see that. But we should be ready just in case worst comes to worst. Don't be stupid, Joe. Mike was right. We wouldn't have done it if it wasn't the right thing to do. We've come this far, we need to own it. You're right. Good old Joe the Ace. Such a sucker for an innocent smile. I'd wager it's the same way with you and Setsuna, Captain. He's got you there. I feel like I missed something. Hey, we have 9 to worry about here. Thought I told you to cool it. The way you act, it's more like you're her dad than her partner. Look, what happens if Starsha takes an interest in 9 and tries to pull her data or something? She would never. Oh, Eurisha. Where's Starsha? Yuki, might we speak outside? Feel that breeze. Nothing better than the deep blue sea. It will be night soon. Hey, Eurisha, those flowers over there. What are they? Call them blue crystal. We will see them on Earth again someday. To us, they mean hidden life, hidden emotion. Life? What do you mean? A planet plays host to life and the memory of its own matter, of life's progress. It exists as a wave beyond space-time. Memory is released by the planet's element, that in which holds the planet's thoughts. The planet's elements, I see. And Cosmo Reverse can't be completed unless the planet's element comes all the way to Iscandar. Which means there was no other choice but for you to come here. So you came, you and the Yamato. Using the element could return the warped dimensions to their original state. It could keep the Earths from fusing. That which holds the thoughts of the planet. I think I know what it is. You do. I believe my sister is visiting Commander OKITA. Element, you say? I do. And what would be used as an element? This very ship. Yamato? What you mean to say is, this ship will be transformed. The Yamato itself will be the Cosmo Reverse System. I understand. I can only pray that I've made the right decision. We're offered a hand and rescue and turned it into a tool of destruction. We are well aware of the gravity of what we've done. What you call the wave motion gun, it was we who made it first. Speak of your war with Gardim. Iscandar used his power to stain the large Magellanic Cloud with blood, forging a great empire vying for supremacy with other civilizations. None know the terror of that weapon better than we do. Thus we've kept the technology a secret. But after speaking with Eurisha and with Nine, I do believe I can have faith in you. She spoke objectively of your situation, and she spoke passionately, extolling your virtue. You must promise me. Iscandar and Gardim have committed grave sins. Must not repeat them. Have my word. And Susumu Kodai? Yes, Your Highness? Would you join me? This is a cemetery, isn't it? Beneath which the people of Iscandar sleep. All of them. Save for Eurisha and myself. No other planet should bear this sorrow. May I ask why you brought me here? I brought you because Mamoru Kodai rests here as well. Did you say Mamoru? The Gamillan prison transport lost control and crashed on Iscandar. Your brother was on it. Most likely he was being transported as a biological specimen. He was the only survivor. I managed to take him in without attracting notice from the Gamillans. His body, however, was... In the end, I was unable to save him. You... See this capsule? It contains a message from him. He said you were to take it. Thank you, Your Highness. This is Mamoru Kodai, member of Earth Federation forces and commander of the destroyer Yukikaze. I had been captured by Gamillan forces. While being transported as a lab specimen, the ship crashed. I was saved by an Iskandarian female. She informed me of a ship from Earth, headed this way. And if you're hearing this, it must mean that you've made it. If I had it my way, I'd be going back to Earth with you. But something tells me I won't hold out that long. There are two things I want to leave with you. First, the fact is that we and other species can understand each other. Being here taught me that, and you need to remember it. The other thing, and this is to you, Susumu. Make sure you do enough living for the both of us. Earth is going to be green again. You'd better be there to see it. I will. Here's to clear seas ahead and a safe trip home. That seems to be all. Don't say. It was here. In the cold depths of space. His eyes closed here on solid ground. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go home. Earth Fleet Tenku. Make it our mission to fulfill your wish, Mamoru. Yes, sir! Mamoru Kodai, did you love him? I used to, but now I'll take my leave. Whatever you need to, Nimi. Mamoru! Going back to Earth? We're taking your memory with us. Are you sure? I will proceed to Gamillas to offer aid to those that I can. Thank you, Your Highness. And Melda, I trust that you'll give the Yamato a proper send-off? Yes, Your Highness. I will accompany them as far as the Milky Way. Here's to a new beginning, Melda. Indeed. I hope that I can serve as a bridge between our two planets. Earth Fleet Tenku has received the Cosmo Reverse. Now we set out for Earth. Let's go home! Earth Fleet Tenku, I wish you a safe voyage. Thank you kindly. Earth owes you and yours a great debt. Will not waste what you've given us. I don't expect that I will find myself here again. But the young and strong will. On that day, I believe there will be peace between us. I hope to see that day for myself. Farewell. The Yamato leaves. Farewell, my other self. Farewell, courageous Earthlings. And to you, Mamoru. Starsha Iscandar, another mechanical doll. I beg to differ. Why are you here? Oh, this planet is worthless now. Wait! You've come to say goodbye to the cloud. So goodbye, Iscandar. And those in the Milky Way can watch as it rots. So it continues. A strong earthly Tenku. Mamoru will see you through. With the Cosmo Reverse System in hand, the crew puts Iscandar behind them, using the remaining warp gate on Planet Balloon to hasten their return to Earth. One final battle awaits them on the other side. All Earthfleet Tenku vessels are now safely through the subspace gate. We can just make it through this. We should arrive right on the edge of the Milky Way. Good thing that Balloon's gate system was active. You're telling me. This makes for one hell of a shortcut back to Earth. We went through quite a lot just getting to Balloon, but in the end we made it. I suppose this is as far as we need to guide you. Relay this message to the Yamato. We'll be praying for the ship's safe passage. Farewell, Yamato. I'll make it on my own somehow. Hey, what's got you staring off into space, newbie? Come, let's head back to the common room. Roger. I like your attitude. Thank you. That new Zolcian engineer is fairly skilled. Captain picked him up from the detention center on Leptoporta. His influence is quite impressive. Good luck, Yamato. The Earth is counting on you. The Gamillan subspace submarine is withdrawing. I wish they could have taken that Casway with them too. Well, we can't force him to return to Gamillas if he doesn't want to. Yeah, I guess not. Worried about Operations Officer Mori? Well, that Casway we picked up must have been a high-ranking Gamillan officer. Mori did say they were acquaintances, but I hope she's alright on her own. He's the one who asked to do this interrogation. I'm not worried at all. Up until just a short while ago, no one would have ever imagined we'd have been rescued by Gamillans, let alone have them guide us to safety. She was stuck drifting out there because she had engine trouble. We couldn't just abandon her. Sadly, she was the only survivor. There was only so much we could do. Anyway, right now we're better off worrying more about this ghost that's supposedly on board the ship. Wasn't this an issue back when we were on our way to Iscandar 2? That time turned out to be a phantom of Euretia lying dormant in the automatic navigation room. This ghost is apparently wearing a Federation uniform. It always seems to appear in the heart of the Cosmo Reverse System, which we put in place of the Wave Motion Gun controller. Really? That's where it shows up? Hey, that reminds me, we installed the controller in another ship without any modifications, right? Yes, that was an urgent request of Uribatake's. It's being stored on the Nadesico for research. No, I realize that our battle isn't over yet, but still. I hope nothing happens that would make us have to use the Wave Motion Gun again. We were both in a situation like this once before, weren't we? Back when I was pretending to be Euretia? Sure. We will repair your ship, then you can use it to get back to Gamillas. I have no intention of ever returning to that planet. What? There's no home for me to go back to anymore. These Irelians had the power to read people's minds. Those who lived on other planets hated and feared us for it, and they destroyed us. Then he, Supreme Leader DESSLER, rescued me and the other survivors. It's with him that I belong. I can understand why you would feel that way, but DESSLER died in battle. That's not true! He needs me! He couldn't die like that. He wouldn't leave me. What? We're being attacked? I know this feeling. It's him! What just happened? Sir, our radar isn't functioning because we're inside the gate! Incoming! Gamillans! And that blue ship belongs to their Supreme Leader! Abel DESSLER. So he survived. How did they manage to approach us so suddenly? It seems they have a bit more experience fighting inside the subspace gate than we do. Enemy fleet engaging! I don't believe this. I thought we were done fighting against the Gamillans. This fleet ignored Admiral Dietz's summons. Clearly they aren't part of the existing command structure. I mean, these troops are entirely loyal to DESSLER. Gamillan soldiers now infiltrating Deck O2! Damn it! They're in too close for us to drive them off with our guns! Then whoever we have available to counter the attack. Kodai, you take command of the close combat troops. Yes, sir. How very rude of you to show up uninvited. Don't even think of trying to get through here. Team 2, sweep around to the engine room. Some of them are headed that way. We've cleared out all enemy combatants. Seems this woman is the only one left. What? Well, if it isn't the Iscandarian lady. Although I suppose I really should be calling you the imposter. IS DESSLER. I'd never have believed that you could personally board the Yamato. Please send back, Supreme Leader. I can handle this. Oh no, I am going to have this woman act as my guide. I will do no such thing! Come now, why don't you take me to see your commander? I would so much like to meet him. Commander OKITA would never meet with the likes of you. Aye, what a very spirited princess you are. Supreme Leader! What? Oh. Celestella, it was you. Why? You meant everything to her! How could you do something like that? Never intended to shoot her. I sensed her psycho waves and simply reacted without thinking. There was never any need for Earth and Gamillas to fight in the first place. We could have cared for each other. We could have loved one another. No, we did have to fight. We needed to conquer other planets in order to guide them to safety. And I had to fight for the sake of the one person that I truly love. What? That's right. Gardeem fell precisely because they didn't understand that. Gardeem didn't understand love? Yuki! Kodai! Terran approaching. Commencing fire! No! No, Susumu! Yuki! That Terran girl got in the way. This time I won't miss. Hold your fire! Dessler! Put down your weapon. We're pulling out. Sir, what about destroying the engine room? That won't be necessary. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yuki? No! Yuki! Enemy ship disengaging! Alright, now they're in range of our cannons! Launch all mobile units, prepare to engage! Finally, we get to actually fight! Curse that Dessler! How is he still alive? Oh, they said a dictator without a country is doomed to die like a dog. What do you say we bury this wretch clinging so desperately to his former glory? Lively as ever, I see, Anchi. Embryo? What are you doing here? Why, I'm here to claim my bride. Well, that's a shame, because there's no fucking way I am ever going to accept your proposal. Besides, Tusk and I are already... Right, I'll deal with you later, Angie. Huh? Today, I'm here for her. That came from the Eternal! I'm sorry, everyone! Lacus got kidnapped by Embryo! Kira! Lacus! Embryo! So you're still after Princess Lacus? I rather like the idea of having a woman with the blood of the ancient people for a bride. Amusing, isn't it? Now then, shall we go, Princess Lacus? I know what you're really up to. You're coming after me so you can get to Angie and at the same time have your revenge on the ancient people who defied you. Ouch. That's so harsh. But I'd expect no less from the diva of the battlefield, Lacus Klein. Embryo! Don't you worry, Angie. You'll still have your place as first among my wives. You'll have to follow me if you ever want to get her back, though I doubt whether you even can. Lacus! Damn it, where'd she disappear off to? We can't even follow him in here without a radar. No! Is there nothing we can do? Get started by attacking the Gamillans right in front of us! All units! Captain! What the... What is that? Boson particle reaction confirmed! There are far more of them than they would normally be required for a boson jump! Something stabilizing a jump field inside subspace? Dimensional horizon distorting rapidly! Impossible! Space itself is distorting? What? 9, what's wrong? Look where we are! Where are we? Scenario 50! Battle for the 3 Earths! What is this place? Doesn't look like there are any Gamillans around. Why are there 2 red Earths and 1 blue one? The one with red seas has to be from the UC dimension, and the blue one should be from the AD dimension, right? And what's that other one? I'd recognize those dried up oceans anywhere. That must be our Earth from the new correct century dimension. Look at that! It's Arzenal! What is going on here? This must be Embryo's doing. I'm not so sure about that. He seemed like he was only after Lacus. Wait! Angie isn't here! What? Did she get separated from us when we all got transported here? Eternal, fall back to the rear. What is going on with this place? Are all 3 of those Earths really ours? From what our sensors are picking up, none of them appear to have any substance. But we can see them even though there's nothing there, like looking out into regular space from subspace. And does that mean that in regular space the 3 Earths are starting to merge into one? The Earths of the AD and UC dimensions had already crossed the dimensional barrier and begun to fuse. But what's the Earth from the new correct century dimension doing there too? Would you like to know? Another Testarossa. I should have known you'd be here. I think you have to show me some more respect, Sagara, especially since you just stumbled in here uninvited. You and Embryo work together to build this stupid place. I can't believe you actually followed me here. Honestly, I'm impressed. Embryo, what is this place? Oh, we are in true Arzenal, though I doubt any of you will ever be able to comprehend its value. True Arzenal? What have you done with Lacus? Didn't I tell you? She's going to be my bride. And not just her. I brought all the women here who I deem worthy to be my wives. No, you can't mean that! Oh yes, Gagali Yula Afa and Marina Ismail are here too. And as soon as all my preparations are complete, I plan on collecting Minerva Lauzabi and Farah Rona as well. What? You plan on collecting Captain Vera? You disgusting creep! 3 Earths are merging in the space-time fusion. DC and AD dimensions were similar to begin with, so I can see why they'd be merging. But why is the Earth from the NCC dimension here too? No, Cap, you're wrong. The universe that's most closely related to the UC dimension is the new correct century one. What? Yes, it's just as your little mechanical doll says. 2 dimensions you refer to as UC and NCC were originally one and the same. Though they're parallel worlds that split off at some point. It's true. History and technology of our 2 worlds is very similar. Long ago, due to the power of Ragnamail, Dragunium, also known as Geta Radiation, was suddenly released and ran wild over the face of the Earth, utterly ruining it. Its power was such that it warped even the dimension itself, and events diverged into 2 different paths. In one world, the Dragon Clan were the survivors, but in the other, civilization collapsed completely and a new culture was born. And that was our Earth. That was the NCC dimension. But, perhaps because it was also once the same world, the UC dimension, which was uninfluenced by the Dragon Clan, came to resemble the NCC dimension more. Although this did result in a time lag of about 100 years. So why are you trying to bring those 2 worlds back together? For the same reason I'm doing it to the UC dimension. I cannot allow these worlds I've tossed aside to continue to exist. Aura's power has almost reached its limit. Soon these 3 worlds will merge into one, and for a time, all will return to nothingness. You monster! Damn it! How do you even manage to drag the NCC dimension Earth into the space-time fusion anyway? I estimate that he destroyed the dimensional barrier separating the two worlds where they meet, the convergence point otherwise known as the singularity. Such a smart little doll. Can you guess what that singularity is? That I do not know. It's Kaname Sagara, isn't it? Huh? Say what now? Is that some version of Kaname that married Sosuke? Kaname Sagara was a scientist who lived on the Earth of the NCC dimension about 100 years ago. She's likely the parallel dimension version of the Kaname Chidori that we all know. An alternate version of Chidori in the NCC dimension? She was a brilliant scientist, but after losing her husband in a war, I hear she began to work exclusively on research that might be considered heretical. What kind of research was it? Research on going back in time to change the past. In other words, on how to remake the world. It can't be! Oh, but it is. Kaname Sagara tried to do practically the same thing that I'm doing right now. So that's your plan, Leonard? You want to remake the world? Why are you doing this? Is this all some sort of amusement for you like it is for Embryo? It's nothing like that at all! Did he just get upset at being compared with Embryo? My own mother rejected me! The world's been racked by Geta radiation in the second impact, and all we humans do is kill one another in our stupid wars. I would think it's the most natural thing in the world to want to try and restart. Even if it means massacring countless people. Look, death is meaningless. Those people could just live better lives in this new world I'm going to create. I see that you're beyond reasoning. But don't you forget, Kaname Sagara tried to do almost exactly the same thing. No way. Ultimately, of course, that research never bore fruit in her lifetime. But she did succeed in opening the door to a parallel dimension. Or perhaps to be more exact, just as she was pushing on that door, someone in our world was pulling on it. The Yamsk 11 experiment. Exactly. She prayed that this world, so much like her own, would not repeat this mistake of going to war. She wanted the Earth of our dimension, with which she shared the wisdom of her own, to be a place that was full of peace and hope. She worked so that she, the Kaname Chidori of that world, would be able to find happiness. Which explains the Whisperer responsible for sending black technology and the Whispered who receive it. Sometime very early on, Commander Testarossa realized that Chidori was special, even among the Whispered. Then, when she saw how similar the NCC and UC dimensions were, she consulted with me about the existence of Whisperers. That's why I thought of Kaname Sagara. Ironically, it was because of the black technology she created that the war in the UC dimension was even more intense than the one in the NCC dimension. Our wars were the result of an altered history? Does that mean Quest may not have had to die? Precisely! In fact, you might even go so far as to say that the UC dimension's long history of battle, beginning with the One-Year War, was entirely due to Kaname Chidori. Alright, that's enough, Leonard. Stop acting like this Kaname Sagara and Kaname Chidori are the same person. Oh, don't misunderstand me. That's not what I think at all. A version of someone from a parallel world may as well be a different person entirely. But that's not what she thought. Sosuke? Kaname Chidori? No, that's not her. That's Sophia, isn't it? Yes, exactly. First, when she realized the weight of all her sins, Kaname sank down to the depths of her consciousness. And now Sophia is in control. Although, since their two separate minds have merged, this is really Kaname Chidori as well. You may have tricked Chidori, but don't think that's going to stop us. We traveled all the way to Iscandar and back again just to stop the space-time fusion. We're gonna defeat you, then use the Cosmo Reverse System to save all 3 dimensions! Do you really think you can do that? Oh my fucking god, no. It can't be! So, Hokushin, you survived? Oh, don't imagine that you're the only one capable of bringing yourself back from hell, Akito Tenkama! Now let's settle things between us once and for all. I don't have time for this, Hokushin. Ha! This is going to be easy! For the big talk, in the end all he sent was a normal old glaive. And it's on autopilot, how could we possibly lose to that? Oh, please, don't get the wrong idea. This machine is fundamentally different from those parallels you're using. Indeed, you could say that this glaive is a kind of mass-produced dragon male, and as you shall see, its abilities are not to be denied. Anya, Irma, stop! Snap out of it already! Ursha, what are you saying? Lord Embryo is the ultimate embodiment of justice. Everything that he does is right. Anya, Irma, no. Looks like we've got a squad of Lambda drivers here too! What the fuck is wrong with all of you? You're going to obey Leonard even though it means the end of the world? No longer feel any attachment to this world. The past is to be discarded and we are to live in the new world. Sounds like they're not going to listen to reason. They must feel the same as Major Kalinin, hating the past and wanting to remake the world. But even so, that's no excuse to destroy the Earth and everyone who's living on it. That's right. So quit acting like you're the only ones who suffer. It's no use trying to talk with them. They've shut themselves off entirely inside their own little worlds. We have to break them out. Yeah! If they've got a reason to refuse to back down, then so do we! Saving the world. That's what we've been fighting for this whole time! As if we just sit back and let a bunch of little whiny punks remake our entire world! It would seem that your words are wasted on this ignorant and undignified rabble, Leonard. Yes, Embryo, so it seems indeed. I am so sick and tired of you two always looking down on us. I want you to get over here and start fighting so we can cut you down to size. We're going to rescue all the women Embryo has kidnapped and escape this place, and we must fight. Attention, all units and vessels! Your primary target is Embryo. He holds the keys to all of this. Tactical Officer Kodai, reporting back for duty. How's Mori doing? Dr. Sato is with her, so I'm sure she'll be okay. Going to be counting on you, Kodai. Yes, sir! Thanks to that remodel Uribitaka and the others did, Space Transition Engine's output is greatly improved. Space Transition Cannon is online as well. It's hardly the same as the original concept planned for the Nadesico Sea. I guess this is no time to dwell on that. We're going to use all the power we have to break our way out of this situation. So it's begun. You are just the worst! Kigali, that fiery spirit of yours reminds me of Angie. What? You never broke before Logos or the founding nations. You stayed true to your will. I've been watching you. Now then, won't you accept my marriage proposal, Kigali? Not in a million years! You I turn to for stimulation. While for Marina, I hope to find peace. Marina, just like Kigali, in the face of all the might of a great empire, you remain true to yourself. Your kindness, which can overcome even immense power, befits you in your role as Mother of the New World. If you know the first thing about me, then you should know that I will never let you have your way. Convincing you otherwise will be more amusement for me. You are just the lowest of the low. Lacus, you speak so harshly. Yet by marrying you, the spirit of the ancient people will be appeased. You say all that without the least hint of emotion. That's all you really are. Motionless and blank. My. It doesn't matter what you try and do to me, you will never succeed in corrupting my soul. In the name of freedom and justice, and for the glory of my ancestors whom you spurned, I will fight you. Then why don't we see just how long that resistance of yours can last? You are not going to lay a single fucking finger on her. Angie? Welcome, my dear. I'm not sure where Vilkis disappeared to just now. But Lacus, take Kigali and the others and get somewhere safe. Alright, I will leave you to take care of things here. Angie! You take care of yourself too, Angie. Angie, did you come to me just because you were feeling jealous of Lacus? Beats me. I just found myself transported here all of a sudden. And I ought to be thankful for this happy turn of fate. Now, Angie, I shall begin by binding you to me in love. Tusk is going to fight him. All we have to do to win is defeat the Hysterica. Our only win condition is to clear the map within 5 turns. Get everybody loaded up. You know exactly what we are about to do. Now, fun fact about this stage. So, if you choose the route that I did, which is Fierce Battles Are Ahead, then any of the secret upgrades that you missed earlier, meaning the Sheet Gundam's missile pod attacks, the double Zetas, full armor parts, and as well as an Indesco C's phase transition cannon, you will gain them in this scenario. You will also be able to receive a specific unit in this scenario. Whereas, if you chose the other path, you will not get these if you miss them, and you will have to wait until the next scenario, and you'll have to have met a specific secret requirement. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh boy.